All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and good news. Sorry for doing the yo-yo with you, but Bob Arum has denied what was said, now admittedly in jest, about Vasyl Lomachenko and Gervonta Davison's next fight. Let's talk about that and the aftermath of that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, where Bob Arum and Carl Moretti, executives, both the founder or co-founder and the executive, one of the executives at Top Rank, Carl Moretti, had to say about rumors that Vasyl Lomachenko was going to move away and not fight Gervonta Davis next. They say malarkey. But before we get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It means an immense amount. Shout out to Barbara D. Shout out to the great supporter on Super Thanks, Matty Yole. Thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Expensive Paper, Bomb Squad. Let's get into this. So Bob Arum said, no, we are still in negotiations for the fight between Gervonta Davis and Vasyl Lomachenko, and roundly rejected and said, hold on, let's not go so fast. People make stuff up. Speaking about what Kenny Ellis had put out on Instagram, as I have been informed, a troll move to try to get people to jump and put information out. So you know what happens when you do that? People give you what you want and they tell you about it. I told people about it. I did a video about it, hoping that it was not true. Glad that it is not true, that they have decided not to fight Gervonta. However, if they're still in negotiations, they have yet to agree to fight Gervonta Davis. So, yeah, half a victory. If he had said we are going to fight him, yeah, we are just signing, we are ready to go with signing this paperwork, then Bob Arum could say, hey, we are, don't pay attention to the fact that he said that we haven't agreed or that we decided we're not going to do it. Look, sign the fight, because that's the fight that's a fight that I definitely want to see. However, reasonable people will be hesitant until, they sign on that piece of paper. But I didn't think, nor will I ever think or ever really believe that Vasyl Lomachenko is scared to fight somebody, or that Lomachenko would do the type of move that it seemed like that implied, which was to say, yeah, let me let these two guys fight each other. And I'll fight the best of the two of those when they're done. That didn't seem very Vasyl Lomachenko-ish. Vasyl Lomachenko has been an interesting fighter to watch throughout his career, and a terrific fighter in the ring. But outside the ring, Vasyl has always been surrounded by the hype job of Vasyl Lomachenko, the Matrix type conversations that people had about Vasyl Lomachenko, which I think really kind of turned people off. But once he got to 135, and really pretty much throughout his entire career, he's always fought people. And he's never really seemed like the type of person to shy away from a real fight. And he's got 3 losses at this point in time. He's never seemed to me to be hesitant to jump right back in the fire. So him jumping in there and fighting Gervonta, yeah, I think that if these guys offered him the right amount of money in the right situation, that Lomachenko would take that fight and he would take it quickly. And, you know, so when Kenny Ellis was saying that, or when he said it, I kind of in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, he said it, and he did say that the deal that those guys were trying to fight in November, and that wound up kind of being half true. That obviously they still don't have the date, or maybe they're negotiating towards the date. But Kenny was clearly trolling, came out on Instagram and after he deleted it and said that he was just messing with people when he put it out there. Now, Carl Moretti's response to him, though, that's a little heavy-handed there, sir. To call him a bucket carrier, come on, man. Come on, man. Why don't you really why don't you really tell people what you think about him? That's a little, that was a little bit much, man. Call a man a bucket carrier. Because, you know, are we all carrying somebody's water to a certain extent? Like you are carrying Bob Arum's water? You have to be. Bob Arum's the owner. You're an executive there. You're doing a job. You're doing a job for Bob. No difference, man. Difference in the actual substance of what you're doing. Yes, your compensation, maybe, because 10% of the money this guy's making is a lot of money. Anyway, I just thought that was a little bit heavy-handed. However, glad to see that it's going on. And as far as that the fight can possibly still go on, as far as who would win the fight, that is why I want the fight to take place, because I think both guys can win this fight. Both Gervonta and Vasyl Lomachenko have the opportunity to win that fight. Now, I do believe that it's going to take some extraordinary fight out of Vasyl Lomachenko to get it done. You know, I think he's going to have to be, you know, the number 1 or number 2 best fighters in the world to get it done. So, you know, for all the times that Vasyl Lomachenko has been on that pound for pound, number 1, number 2, way high up there, he needs a little of that, you know, to be in his system at the point in time where he fights Gervonta Davis, because, you know, Gervonta Davis isn't just an exceptionally skilled fighter. He's an exceptionally talented fighter and a very, very dangerous fighter. And too much contact with Gervonta Davis can be real detrimental for a fighter in a fight. And Vasyl Lomachenko, like most fighters, 99.999% of fighters, gets touched up in those fights, gets hit cleanly. And Vasyl Lomachenko is somebody that does stand in front with angles, you know, not directly in front. He'll skip, you know, angle to angle, but he backs right back up in a high guard. And is susceptible, most definitely is susceptible to significant body shots landing in between the elbows of that high guard. He's also somebody that likes to counterpunch and likes to be in close, and that's just a real dangerous thing with Gervonta. But so he'll need to be everything he can possibly be in order to win that fight. And Gervonta, I think he just needs to be Gervonta. He just needs to be able to do the thing that he wants to do, which is to get close to Vasyl Lomachenko and to systematically break down Vasyl Lomachenko, to break his body down with body shots and very clean, effective, straight left hands to the solar plexus, jabs to the solar plexus, just, you know, 1 and 2 plus combinations, and be very defensively responsible and make very quick shifts between offense and defense, or defense and offense. Yeah, that's all he needs to do to get Vasyl Lomachenko. But I'm glad to see that the fight is going to be on. Definitely, you know, going to say anybody that's a boxing fan should want to see that fight. Before Shakur Stevenson was fighting Artunium, you know, people were saying, hey, you know, Shakur. But now that he kind of stunk the gym up with Artunian, the conversation and there's no better time to make the fight with Vasyl Lomachenko. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.